KP's Video News, y'all. It's KP's Video News, y'all.
All right, folks. What's going on? It's KP's Video News. I know I've been missing y'all for a minute, but hey, life goes on. Sometimes you got to do other things. But anyway, I got a little story here. I'm gonna start off with the Joe Biden and what he's doing, and I have to say I'm highly upset, man, with what I call those dinos over there, those Democrats in name only. You heard that here first. Yeah, we got a group of dinos over there, Adam Schiff and people like that that are trying to, bad mouthing Joe Biden, trying to get him to drop out the race. And don't listen to him, Joe. If the people, and we are the people, if we the people like you, we love you, we want to vote for you. Don't believe those lies that they're trying to tell you about all black people jumping ship and trying to go for Trump. Don't believe that propaganda. That's nothing but a bunch of lies. Black people are not going over there trying to vote for no damn Trump. You can forget that. But anyway, it's hey, I'm just coming with the real. And what the real deal is, go with what the people want. Don't listen to the polls. Don't listen to those so-called dinos over there that are trying to get you to bow out. Stay the course, man, and do what you got to do. Because right now, it's too late to be trying to jump ship, trying to put somebody else up. It's too late for all that. It's time for you to go ahead on and do your job, stay the course, and hey, hang on in there until you feel you can't do it no longer. All right. Anyway, the Biden administration cancels $1.2 billion worth of student debt for 35,000 public service workers. And this action comes as a result of recent improvements to the public service loan forgiveness program. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona lauded the move, stating the Biden-Harris administration continues its historic efforts to alleviate student debt burdens by implementing crucial and long-awaited enhancements in the public service loan forgiveness program. Established in 2007 under George Bush, the PSLF program allows certain nonprofit and government employees to have their federal student loans forgiven after 10 years of payments. However, the program has been riddled with issues, making it difficult for many qualified borrowers to obtain relief. Many found themselves disqualified due to technicalities such as long type or repayment plan. And the Biden administration addressed these concerns by offering borrowers another opportunity to qualify, provided they had been making payments and working for eligible employers. A temporary waiver, which ended in October 2022, allowed borrowers to consolidate loans and receive credit for previously ineligible periods. According to the Education Department, the Biden administration has now cleared $69.2 billion in student debt for over 946,000 borrowers through the PSLF. This is a stark contrast to the mere 7,000 individuals who received relief before Biden took office. Following the Supreme Court's rejection of a broader debt cancellation plan this last summer, the department explored its existing authority to reduce borrower balances. Through various improvements to troubled loan relief programs, the administration has approved nearly $169 billion in loan forgiveness for about 4.8 million people. That's right. Today's announcement, while significant, involves smaller numbers compared to previous relief waves, and the reduction may be attributed to recent legal challenges against the Education Department's new SAE repayment plan, which had accelerated loan forgiveness for many borrowers. In late June, federal judges in Kansas and Missouri temporarily blocked key aspects of the SAVE after several states argued that the department had exceeded its authority, potentially circumventing the Supreme Court's earlier decision in debt forgiveness. So these people, man, just now here's the weird part about that. These same Republicans that are trying to stop this debt forgiveness are the same people that are trying to push for the government to pay for private schools so their kids can go to private schools for free using the government money, but at the same time they don't want people to have their debt relieved, their student debt loans relieved. Come on, man. This is the biggest. The hypocrisy that goes on right now is beyond measure. It's just totally beyond measure, man, and it's really a sad situation. You know, it's a sad situation, man. We really, really, truly have to watch what's going on here to make sure that you don't really get caught up in this mess. And keep your eyes on the real focus, and don't allow them to hit you with all that negative propaganda, man. Do your own research. Don't just listen to what these people are saying now, especially Trump and his people and the Republicans. What they're saying, you can't listen to it. You have to do your own research. The information's out there. Just do a little research. It don't take long. You got your computer. You looking at porn sites and all the rest of that stuff. Use your computer for something else, man, outside of foolishness. Okay, here we go. We got an Illinois woman that lost her life by a deputy after she called 911, and the deputy is now charged with murder. And an Illinois woman who was fatally shot inside her own home this month by a sheriff's deputy who responded to her 911 call, and the deputy is now charged in that case. Prosecutor said Wednesday. Sonia Massey, 36 years old, called 911 on July 6th because she thought an intruder was in her home in the Springfield area, according to law officer Ben Crump, the civil rights attorney representing the family. Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy responded to the call around 12:50 a.m. Grayson fatally shot Massey during an interaction inside the home. The state's attorney for the county, John Milcher, said in a news release the sheriff's office had said the deputies reported the shooting around 1:20 a.m. and that it happened after the deputies searched the area. No deputies were injured, and the sheriff's office said. Crump's office has said Massey was unarmed. Authorities have not publicly said why the shooting happened or what led up to it, but the Illinois State Police investigation of the case did not support a finding that Grayson was justified in his use of force. Sangamon County grand jury on Wednesday indicted Grayson on 3 counts of first-degree murder and a count each of aggravated battery with the firearm and official misconduct. Grayson was in custody Wednesday, and he will be arraigned Thursday. And the prosecutor stated the sheriff's department has fired Grayson, and the office said Wednesday that he has not been able to determine where Grayson has an attorney. Crump, who said Massey was shot, and said in a release last week, it was extremely hard to imagine how a woman who calls the police out of fear of an intruder ends up getting shot by the police in her own home. And Wednesday, Crump said the charges marked an important milestone in the pursuit of justice for Sonia Massey's family. And the news is a step toward justice for Sonia's loved ones, especially her children, who have endured unimaginable pain and suffering since they were notified of the tragedy, and we remain committed to uncovering the truth of what happened and identify the failures that allowed this tragic thing to happen. And Illinois Governor Pritzker expressed gratitude Wednesday to prosecutors for bringing the appropriate charges in the case. Sonia Massey was concerned for her safety and called law enforcement to her home for protection. And like many people in Illinois, she deserved that protection. Instead, innocent and unarmed, she was gunned down by an officer of the law. And so that's what the governor stated. And so the Massey's family saw the body camera footage of the incident during a meeting with the prosecutors and state police Wednesday. And after consulting with the family, officials decided the footage would be released publicly on Monday morning coming up. The prosecutor stated, nothing has been redacted except for the blurring of certain images out of respect. And The sheriff's office said Wednesday that Grayson's actions do not reflect the values and training of the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office or law enforcement as a whole, and that it was clear that the deputy did not act as trained or in accordance with our standards. So I'm telling you, man, a person shouldn't have to be worried about something like this happening. You know, you call 911 for help, and then you need to call, I don't know, you need to call Superman or Batman or somebody to help you protect you from the cops. Come on, man. So here we go. We got a Nevada judge used fallen officer donations to pay for her daughter's wedding. Come on, man. An ex-Las Vegas councilwoman, former assembly member, and current Nevada judge, has been federally charged in connection with alleged charity fraud scheme in which prosecutors say she pocketed more than $70,000 in donations intended for to honor fallen officers. Wow. Michelle Fiore, 53 years old, is charged with 4 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, the U.S. Justice Department announced. And according to the indictment handed down on Tuesday in Las Vegas, Fiore, who lives in the town of Pahrump, solicited donations to build a statue honoring Las Vegas police officers killed in the line of duty, and then as Las Vegas City Councilwoman. Pahrump is a small town not far from California state line, is miles away from Las Vegas, at the southernmost tip of Nye County, where Fiore is the justice of the peace. Fiore is a conservative firebrand and a fervent gun rights advocate who published a calendar of herself pictured with various high-powered firearms. And these Republicans are always taking pictures with guns. And then when something happens, they want to point the finger at somebody else. As an assemblywoman in 2015, she introduced a campus carry bill that would have allowed concealed carry permits holders to have guns in college campuses. Wow. Funds raised were to create a statue for the fallen officers, and Fiore allegedly promised donors 100% of contributions would be used to create the statue that the indictment alleges. But prosecutors said Fiore did not use the tens of thousands of dollars in charitable donations for the statue of the fallen officer, instead converted the money to her personal use. The donations were used to pay for her political fundraising bills and rent, and were transferred to family members, including to pay for her daughter's wedding. Family court papers obtained show Fiore is represented by Las Vegas-based attorney George P. Calices and stated to enter a plea of charges on Friday. Now, she faces up to 20 years in prison on each felony count. Yep. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, these people are off the chain, bro. They off the chain. Yep. So here's another one that's off the chain. They got a wife of a Post columnist, Max Boot, charged with espionage. Former CIA analyst Sue Terry, the wife of Washington Post columnist Max Boot, was charged Tuesday with working as an agent for South Korea in allegations that include editorials written for the newspaper. According to the criminal indictment made public in Manhattan federal court on Tuesday, Terry, 54, failed to register as a foreign agent and conspired to violate Foreign Agent Registrations Act. Prosecutors claim that beginning in 2013 and continuing for a decade following, Terry received luxury gifts provided by South Korean intelligence officers in return for her promoting South Korea's policy positions and disclosing non-public government information. Prosecutors also allege Terry wrote op-ed pieces on at the request of South Korean officials using information provided by them. One editorial named in indictment is so-called authored with Boot, who is not charged with any crime. Prosecutors argue the article was published without disclosing Korean government involvement. The indictment also alleges that in exchange for her services, Terry received lavish gifts, including Veneta and Louis Vuitton handbags, as well as Dolce & Gabbana coat, security footage cited in the alleged indictment shows Terry with her handlers purchasing the bags in 2019 and 2021. The document also mentioned that she was treated to meals at Michelin-starred restaurants and given over $37,000 in covert funding for a public policy program focusing on Korean affairs. Despite the allegations, she denies the charges and said the accusations are unfounded, and so we shall see. We'll see in court. We'll see what happens in court. Anyway, yeah, people, it's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm telling you, man, you gotta really do your own homework. Like I said before, do your own homework. All the stuff that I'm talking about on this show, do your own homework. If you think the stuff that I'm coming to you is not real and legit, just do your own homework. Do your own homework, fact check it, and then you'll see for yourself that everything I'm saying is true. So, it's KP's Video News. Don't forget to hit that subscription button there. Don't forget that bell up in the corner for notifications anytime I come up with any new videos. And it's KP's Video News, y'all.